The silence before the battle. Before time began, before the earth was formed, there was a silence in heaven, a sacred calm, untouched by sin or shadow. But in that silence, a choice would echo across eternity. Among the hosts of heaven, one voice rose in rebellion. Pride stirred, and from it came war. Who is Saint Michael? And from the heart of heaven, God called forth his prince, Michael. His name means, who is like God? Not a question, but a challenge to pride itself. Michael, the captain of the heavenly host, stood not in his own strength, but in the authority of the Almighty. Cloaked in righteousness, wielding a sword of light, he was born for battle, the war in heaven. Then came the great war in heaven. Lucifer, once the most radiant of angels, had fallen into pride, and with him, a third of the heavenly host turned from the light. But Michael rose, not in wrath, but in divine justice. The skies thundered as light clashed with darkness, and in the end, Michael cast the dragon down. Michael versus the dragon. In the book of Revelation, the vision is clear. And war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. The dragon fought, and his pride burned hot. But Michael's sword blazed with the truth of heaven. With a mighty cry, the dragon was cast out. The light triumphed, and heaven stood victorious. Defender of souls. But Michael's battle did not end in heaven, for the war continues, not with swords of steel, but in the souls of men. Michael stands at the gates of death, shielding the faithful, fighting for the lost. He is the guardian of souls, the defender of those who cry out in the darkness, invoked in battle. Throughout the ages, his name has been a battle cry. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle, in churches, in foxholes, in whispered prayers before sleep. The faithful have called upon him, and he has come, not always seen, but always near, with wings of light and sword in hand, the sword of heaven today. In a world darkened by confusion and sin, Michael still fights, against unseen enemies, against spiritual forces that seek to destroy. He reminds us, the battle is real, but we are not alone. The Prince of Heaven's army marches still, and with him, all who choose the light. Closing, a call to arms. So rise, soul of faith, take up the armor of God, for the battle is not over. It begins anew in every heart. Stand with Michael, pray with Michael. And when the darkness rises, cry out, who is like God? For the dragon trembles still at the name of Michael.